EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw. Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. A give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. Room here to run. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and folks, this is not an accident. This is by design. They wanted to clear out the middle of the field, and then if no one's open, they've got a safety valve they can just dump it down to, and he's got all sorts of space to roam there, and he turns it into a really big play.
And they'll run with ETN. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Jaguars nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That's going to be caught by Kirk. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, ETN. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get...
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bring it home victory, straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it, and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Dalton hovering near the goal line. Slant pass complete to Olave. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. second down, Kamara.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they wouldn't move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it hit the quarterback's hand. Not just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Fourth down, Dalton wants to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now Dalton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Again, he's got that man Landry. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. To throw here, Dalton. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And this one's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On third down, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. Prescott yet again. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Marr able to put this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field. frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
They'll try to pass on fourth down. Dalton got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Dalton here from the gun. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A first down carry by Allen. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They go to Elliott again. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Dalton's throw complete there to Johnson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Play action here with Dalton. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken a 4th quarter lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score 6-7. Cowboys 3. Will Lutz to kick off for the run.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott off play action. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Inside give to Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Again to Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 57 yards on the ground for him so far. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense very happy with what you're doing.
Prescott's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Here's Prescott. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play. And they got it right there, partner.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Dalton wants to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They go play action now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Jackson on first down. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. To throw again on second down. Jackson. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And they run with Edwards off the option. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That would complete to Prochet. And in for the Ravens touchdown. James Prochet, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 6-0 our score after 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Elliott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On play action, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Elliott. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. This is Elliott. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. On on 2nd and 9. Prescott, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 16, Jackson. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Jackson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 3rd and goal, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll buy some time right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent during the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Now Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. It's complete to Drake. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Now Jackson taps this forward. Jet sweep. Down to about the 22 here.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. He'll set up the screen to Drake. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Edwards, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously is strong. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 2nd down, Elliott. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Lamb. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Dak. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Edwards now on 1st and 10, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards.
Yeah.